Yo, check me out, I'm elderb. It is Saturday, that means saturDayZ. Doing something quite different tonight for me anyway, for us. Jumped on I'm gonna say, I haven't clicked the button yet. You're seeing it as I'm seeing it, but I'll call it a very heavily modded server. saturDayZ, there was a post on it about Reddit. A fella had created his own server for a place that he could kind of come and hang out and play dayz the way he wants to play it. And the pictures he posted were super cool because he's got, like, I'll call it a compound without actually having seen it, with a helipad and a helicopter and stuff like that. And he just likes to come in and build fires and play the game without having to deal with all the nonsense that the rest of us jump in and play. So first dive into a server like this. Kind of. I've played modded servers, that have a map and have auto run and traders and key cards and stuff like that for maybe a couple minutes, because I don't feel like, to me, it's kind of the type of gameplay that I want for this type of game. But the fact that this server was kind of like this guy's own haven where he wants to come, I'm going to say he, I don't know if he's a he, we'll use he as my ignorance for not knowing. He wants to come and hang and chill out and just play the game. So he's taken a Livy map, and I know that because I'm looking at it, and I'll share that with you before I click anything, and put some modifications in for building and vehicles and stuff like that. So we're going to spend the first good bit of the session, if not the whole session. We'll see how it goes. There's one other player in the server. I don't know if it's him. I haven't reached out to him prior to this, just to, not to hype anything up, because this is his server, so I'm invading his territory. So we'll see. We'll just pop in, play around a little bit. I've never built a base in dayz. I just topped 350 hours. That's not a thing that I want to do, but that's kind of the thing that you do on here, is make your little home and live. So we're going to come in and check it out. If it's either not our cup of tea, or we don't get the kind of the feel of what that's like, because Livy's a big map, then we'll move on. If there's anybody else in the chat and they're new folks, we'll go over to a fresh official Cherno. And if there's nobody else and it's just me like usual, then I'll just head over to Deer Isle and continue a life that I've got going over there. But without any more blabbing from me, certainly go check out the guy's posts on Reddit. It looks like a cool server regardless. Search for saturDayZ, and then he's IBuyTech on Reddit. Again, I hadn't talked to him other than to post in his second post about this server that I was going to come check it out. So this isn't pre-arranged or anything like that. Tea of the evening is Earl Grey. Let's play dayz on saturDayZ. So this is the first thing when you log into the map. It gives you, your options for spawning. I'm going to click random just because I don't know what is where. I don't know if I don't think I transitioned out of the intro screen there early enough, but there's some server messages that pop up. So he's already for this guy setting up his own server to come hang out. It's super cool. There's server messages that pop up and tell you that you can go talk to the human trader, which is what he calls himself, at a certain coordinate and stuff like that. So I've got iSurvive up on the iPad, just to make sure. I'm not super familiar with Livy. Obviously there's probably going to be a map in game, and I'm tempted to just kind of spawn over. Is Gleneska even an option? It is not. Just somewhere like, Luco, so it's by an airfield, but I'm not going to do that. If you find, there you go, message IBuyTech on Reddit to schedule delivery, and he'll bring you building materials. So I'm super excited to get in. Let's just hit random, see where we end up. Kind of start the run like a normal dayz run. That's cool. You're even sleeping. Hacked crate. We dock. Okay, I don't know where that is. Again, not being super familiar. I'll call it being vaguely familiar with Livy, so I'm just searching that on iSurvive. Okay. Wow, we're in the middle of nowhere, but it's cool. We'll figure it out. I'm assuming Rust Style. Yep. See, even I know that's probably not an uncommon mod, but that's not a mod I'm familiar with. So you start with a bag. You've got GPS. I don't know if it does have a battery in it. I assume your flashlight. Yep, has a battery in it. That's cool. You have water, you have food. And then he gives you a map, which is always awesome. I've not really used these much. So here's Phil. I don't know if he's tagged. I don't even know if you can kind of manipulate these. Okay, I was like, what's the red on there? Well, that's actually on the like the I Survive map, so I don't even know what it is on there. Alright, let's get out of that. When we see, that's just the hack crate, is U is usually auto run, not on this one. Alright, well, we'll hang out. We'll see if we can, we'll chug our water, but we'll see if we can find some food before we go wasting that. So we are in Widok, kind of a ruined town. This is the only downside of not reaching out to him, is I kind of wish I would have said, you know, hey, where's your base? Let me come check that out. Let me turn my mic down because it looks like I'm just screaming at you here. Bring that level down a notch. There we go. I feel like Stewie. Do you like my soothing voice? Alright. So essentially I'm just going to try and kind of like do a normal playthrough. We don't have a weapon of any kind, right? No, just our hunting knife. Which is cool that, like, you know, your knife is already worn, so it wasn't like, here's, you know, the best stuff you could get in the game. He just kind of gives you a leg up to get going. I certainly don't know this spot in Livy. Not sure where the server's located either, but it looks like as soon as connection stops being poopy, it'll smooth out a little bit for you there. I'm so unfamiliar that it'll be like, when I find stuff, I won't know, you know. I feel like that's modded stuff though. We'll take your suit jacket. More than one. We have a military zombie over here. There's a military convoy nearby, so that makes sense. Okay. Got some rounds. I kind of want to see what the hacked crate is all about. I don't know what his playtimes look like. Okay, I don't know what a U100 is, but that's a large magazine. AK-1. Okay, so yeah, he's definitely made it so it's a little easier. Do we not have? There we go. I've accidentally turned it off. UI there. We'll take his tanker hat. Why not? Let's make sure we don't get messed up by whoever's running up here. Run away. Okay. That worked out as well as we can expect. Put our sweet hat on. It's cool. I'm assuming, that might be coincidence, but I'm assuming the extra ammo there is part of the mods. There's about a mag for... oh, there's a shotgun. For just about every kind of gun that you would imagine is already here. Not knowing modded servers, I'm going to be super paranoid. Like, noises are going to be like, what's that? This thing looks like a handguard. Yeah, AR-M4 handguard. Because I'm just making the assumption that, and based on the map. Yeah, there's not even, is there? I don't even think there's supposed to be a gas station here, let alone, you know, with mill spawns. So, seeing a touch of the modded stuff already, which is cool. You know, you kind of want... Oh, we could drive this. Wheel is ruined. And has nothing else. That's the thing I didn't think about. Again, it's just my inexperience, is like being able to find cars and such everywhere. Hack crate despawn. Well, it's a good thing we didn't have aspirations to go there. I do like Was it plus? Plus is the auto run, okay. I do like that you don't get unlimited stamina, because that's one of my pet peeves about modded stuff, is when it's like, oh, there, I think there is that gas station. It's supposed to be there. Anyway, let's head up the road. We've got some food. There's Geralto right here. So let's just head up the road. Let's actually head up the road. There we go. Why I have this shotgun that I have no ammo for. Should be a feed stand. Did I miss the feed stand? I feel like that was too early. I just want to turn that way. I might have headed the other way. Are the power lines on the left side of the road looking that way? That's a cool one. I like that, how it shows you what town you're getting into. Yeah, this is not where I think it is. This is the other way, so we need to head that way. Yeah. There we go. This way. I feel like that's a cool mod, like, not for me, somebody that people actually watch, but that's a streamer mod, you know, where it tells you what town they're arriving in at what time. That's pretty cool. I do have to be careful because anytime there's auto run on these servers, it's always, you know, the unlimited stamina ones. And the fact that it's not on this one, I've gotta pay a little closer attention. But as soon as we get a dirt road to the right, we'll hit that up. Okay. So we have a hacked crate, so that should show... Yep, there's that one. And then in 10 minutes it shows you that other hacked crates are coming up. That's a cool mod too, that you're not going to be wandering around just kind of aimlessly. Like, stuff will pop up and show you head that way or head that way. So well done on that stuff. Again, I don't have a server, so I don't know how, you know, well curated that kind of stuff is, but to me, that seems, you know, very deliberately handpicked. Small stone. So it's cool to kind of have that stuff on your server. There's our feed stand. That seems like it shouldn't be there. Feed stand I'm seeing on the map should be up there somewhere. But that's okay. We will visit it all the same. Or you're looking through the trees and not smart enough to realize that that's the same feed stand. Alright, let's go over there. I'm assuming it's a US server just because my ping is pretty good. 100 jackets 24, we're definitely going to take that. We didn't have anything in that, so we can do this. Cool. Moving on. Hunting stand, other side. So the things I do know about this, obviously the building mods, the vehicle mod as far as the helicopter and stuff like that goes, but in one of his posts on Reddit he had said that he had added wolf and bear spawns around his base, either because he's a psychopath or you know, he wanted to make sure he had like challenges as he was coming out and stuff like that. I'm not sure, but so we've heard a lot of deer around, and I wonder if that's maybe part of it too, that he's added couple more spawns of things like that. This hunting stand is the peak. There we go. I was about to say. I'm looking downhill and that doesn't seem right. Okay. Even a bigger bag than we start with. We'll just throw all the goods and worry about organization later. It's funny how that doesn't do that. What else we got? We'll just chunk it. Okay. Moving on. Man, this military's forever away. Let's kind of rearrange that a little bit. Alright, so not anything to see on this road until we come across a car in the middle of the road. I don't know, and actually I'll say more that probably my spawn choice was not the best way to experience this server. Probably should have kind of felt out where it made sense, but I like how when you hit random, I don't think that the spot it put us was even one of the options in the menu that you could select. I think it literally just added, like, slapped you into a town, regardless if you could go there or not. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Welcome on in. Because you could have easily just said, you know, like, when you hit random, it comes off the list. But I think the random was just legitimately, like, anywhere on the map. Like, you could have ended up in the little middle of nowhere town like we did. Oh, alright. Well, we were going to refrain, but we made no effort to not starve beforehand, so we're gonna have to eat our bacon bits. I don't know why I'm so I opened the can, but then I'm crouched like a weirdo in the middle of the road, just like, my bacon. No one can have my bacon. You can walk and eat. This isn't, you know, Gollum in the middle of the road. Okay, so there's our car. So the military's just past the trees, essentially. If you were to run straight, you'd kind of smack right into it. So we're going to pop into there and see what's up. This is... No, this is a spawned car, okay. What's cool so far is, other than the bunch of weaponry, little flag action, that was at the mill spawns at that gas station, I haven't felt like there was a ton, like, I don't feel like it's super modded. You know, like, okay, there's 2 spawns in here, but one is a pipe. Like, you know, that doesn't make me go, oh, modded server, gross. And I don't know, okay, I was gonna say, I don't know if you have a map, and you do, so we're going to this military right here. You can zoom out, there's the one hacked crate, and then we know in a couple minutes there'll be the other ones. I don't know if the blue... It's just, I'm not super familiar with the map mods, since I don't normally do those. I don't know what the triangle means on that. I'm gonna cheat, look at ISurvive and kind of compare the two. What does that icon mean, if I can decipher that? Red Sonic, okay. I don't know. There's, I mean, there's the antenna. There's the antenna, and that's a military spot there. But I don't know what that means. All we know is Phil is going to explore the military. Yeah, hopefully this isn't a super disservice to homie's server, and he's like, no, why did you go to the middle of nowhere when all the cool builds and stuff like that? But honestly, I want to organically, like, I want to head back towards kind of where people would spawn, on normal Livy and just like organically come across somebody's cool build and stuff like that. He had put in his post that people were coming and going and like would come move into a base and then like, you know, move out of it after a time. So I'm hoping to see like kind of accidentally stumble into one of those. I think that'll be cool. Why don't you blab and absolutely miss all your shots on that zombie? Because I don't need, like, I usually play like day 1 and 0 and the servers that don't have, they're modded, but they're like modded to be, I don't know, less than vanilla, I guess, if you're unfamiliar with those. So when I jump on a modded server, and I'm kind of repeating myself, but so far, from what I've seen anyway, this is kind of what that feels like. M200 black stock, except for stuff like that. Oh, we definitely will take that, even though we already have one. I want to jump into a server that's modded and not go, oh yeah, okay, modded server. You know, I can teleport and do all sorts of nonsense stuff. We're gonna take that drum mag too. We're gonna have all this ammunition until we find guns, but I'm assuming those will be relatively readily available as soon as we get in here. We'll see. What's up, homie? I'm gonna be super bummed out when I break this knife, since you start with it. It was just a very easy, don't have to worry about zombies right up front. Okay, this don't have anything in here. You never know. Karma Crew will have a bunch of stuff in those. What do we got? What do we got? I don't think this is a super extensive. 2 barracks, couple containers, and then a heli crash can happen. I'm not worried about handguards at the moment. Okay, I don't know if that's just in here or in general. There's the hat crates. What do we got on distance? 8K, 7K, and the other one was a little bit right. Yeah, so I don't know if we'll make it to those in time. We need better pants. Let's take off our pants. I don't know why I'm keeping the tourist map. I probably will just ditch it shortly, but let's see where the goods we get. Fast MT. Obviously that's you know, the bottom portion of a purely cosmetic helmet. Okay. I feel like I've seen this. What does this take? Oh, Lapua. that's a big boy. I've seen that gun, like, you know, like with Running Man's or something playing it, but not ever anything I've come across. What do we got up there? Mosin 6X. Not that this... Okay. I mean, it says Mosin, so I didn't expect that to work, but... So that's 308, 55645. I have no... Snafu I know is like, that's the mod, the name of the mod. But I don't actually know, you know, what guns that entails. So there's gonna be this, like, several moment pause every time I find something that is like, what is this? 629, what? Okay, 44, just like the real thing. That's not the same as this, but what do we got for rounds on it? Nothing. But we got the space, we'll take it. We're just gonna hoard guns and ammo until we actually can put the 2 and 2 together. Oh, okay, so it's target range, and that's what there could be a heli crash basically right where that zombie's standing. So if we hear a explosion, we're either gassed and it's too late, or the putt-putt explosion will be good to hear. Those headphones? Only because that's fun. Peltor. That's a real headset too. That's a real helicopter headset, so that's kind of fun. Anybody that's played modded, is this, what am I looking at? Medkit. This is my ignorance to modded stuff. Oh, that's cool. You can put all the med stuff in here. Does that go on your belt slot? That's cool. I like that. What else can you put? S-Tech pouch, mag, vest, and a mask. Yeah, my ignorance to modded servers is definitely going to come out, if it hasn't already, very quickly in this playthrough. Okay, we have pants, 30 slot, we've got 30 slot, high insulation, so that's good. We'll take the 308. I'm not going to take any, like, scope mount stuff. I have no idea. Here's a bunch of Russian. Where did that go? Well, come on, man. Like, what? Alright, modders. Take one round out. What is it? Is it 308? Okay, it's 308. I have no idea what that goes in. But maybe we'll find out. Who knows? Oh, jeez. Yeah, large caliber, you think? I'm going to take that because I know what that is. I feel like I'm going to end up leaving stuff because I've got the Benelli, which I think is useful, and then this is already a big gun. So I'm going to end up leaving all this stuff that's be like super cool. Oh yeah, everybody loves a field transceiver. ×2. Look at that shirt. What is that? You know, you find a bigger, better gun, and you're like, oh, I'm absolutely going to throw that on my back, or I'm going to make sure I keep that until I find a mag and stuff like that. But since I don't know what guns come in these mods, I'm going to basically stumble around and just like take it and leave it. Barrett, what is that? Is this a silencer? I think that's a silencer. That's crazy. We'll see. I'm going to end up so super heavy. This is armor, isn't it? Yeah. Low insulation boots. I mean, it's better than those. Just because they look cool. We'll throw that on just because it looks cool. 4.6 by 30. Where does that even go in? Look at how much like stamina I've already ditched, and I don't. I have nothing to show for it. Okay, we'll take a functioning pistol. Let's leave our large pistol behind here. Chamber up. At least we got something with ammo in it. Because I feel like, you know, with one other guy in the server. Oh, hand grip, okay. You know, the intent is really like, it's not that the PvP isn't allowed, but I really get the sense just from the posts and him talking about it. We don't have any type of vest or anything. Can you put? Okay, so this is my med kit, which is in my pouch, like my hip pouch. Yeah, and that's what's on that. This is kind of my. It's not really armor though, is it? Heavy armor plates. Okay, so it is plates, but I do need to put like pouches on it. It doesn't inherently store stuff. There's normal pouches, holster, tourniquet. That's cool. So yeah, I can't just like. Yeah, that's just gonna be on my body. 42 slots on the top. Well, that's definitely gonna be the hunter jacket. So let's do that. We'll sort where any of this stuff goes. I think I'm just gonna be a mess of. Okay, that's cool. The bandage goes in that. I didn't even pay attention to that. We're just gonna be a mess of items and such until we get more stuff. I honestly pouches. Cool. Throw that on there. I don't know what kind of patches you can get. DKMC. So it takes 308. Sniper system. It's got a suppressor on it. Does this take... That's a big mag. That's going to be a loud gun. There was a 308 mag we picked up. Was it this? Does that... No, okay. Alright, let's pop the box of 308. I don't have a mag for this either. This looks like a better gun than this. That's 338 though. I mean, we're not shooting players, so realistically, given the choice when neither one is better than the other, I'm not overly worried about it. Let's pop this box open. Sounds like it's starting to rain there. And at least we can chamber it. That's the only bummer thing about, okay, I was about to say about mods sometimes is when it doesn't, ooh, no. Does that go on? No, it doesn't. See, I'm like, I'm not going to get any of the rails or anything. Well, maybe you should have. I don't think that, okay. I almost feel like you have to get used to, like, you come play these servers after you've played the game, just so you know what's what, like, what fits what, and what, like, it's, you know, you're speaking a whole different language at that point. Alright, did we get everything? Containers, 2 barracks, another container, and there's a tower up there, okay. Looks like just a leg breaker. I'm already so heavy, and I have no, like, I have a pistol, like, this is the extent of what we can do here. Ooh, that sounds cool, though. What do you have in his face? Is it internally suppressed? What's up with that? No. Okay. Okay, I was about to say, please don't tell me I ruined the head torch. Assault bag is 36. We've got a big bag on, though, right? Yeah, we've got a 56, so we're gonna not worry about that. Man, I already need to organize, but I'm not going to. I think my head torch was on. Yeah, okay. Good we caught that. Hopefully I won't scream over the rain too much. SA-58. Russian. I have no idea what that takes. M16. I don't have any shotgun shells anyway, so I might as well slap the M16 on the back. That's 55645, right? Okay, 101. I don't know. I don't know how the modded stuff works, if any of this stuff will actually take. Who am I kidding? I don't even know how the in-game stuff works. Why don't there just the med kit and the holster, okay. Alright, we are at the end of the road here. Yeah, let's kind of head the other direction, essentially. Ease down the lead breaker. Yeah, we'll cut the corner, go fight this zombie, see if we can get some food and stuff like that, because we'll be shy on that. What kind of ammo does this pistol take? USP. Pretty sure that's just 9mm then. I don't actually have any. We're gonna have to kick one out, but gives us some practice too with the handguns. I like how his helmet appeared on him. That sounds good. Oh, okay, obviously it's not silent. Definitely getting 3 9 rounds. Yeah, I've already got the plate with storage, so there's no reason for that. Where... Was there another guy? Yeah, here. Oh yeah, appearing helmet guy. Yeah, right when he moves, that's a good time to shoot. I hear him coming, but yeah, I made no effort. Oh, Captain. So apparently that's louder than it sounds like. Ooh. Lucky me, since that's the last one. Okay. So we are cutting the corner. We'll keep heading this way. I'm pretty bummed out that that actually is out. That's cool. That's a cool pistol. I'm just gonna try to reload it. No. Okay. It's like, I don't know if we actually have anything that goes in it, but it's worth a shot. Let's take a in the middle of the road sound cut. I'm just curious if anybody else. Okay, it's just me. Yeah, currently just me. So this is definitely a, you know, you've played the game for a while, like much more than me even. I only have just over 350 hours at this point. You've played the game for a good while, and I've seen a bunch of posts, and interesting little crunch crunch. That might be the one. Yeah, I think that's the one up by Gibraltar there. So that's the one we're heading to anyway. So kind of in the direction of our military buddy there. We'll just keep heading that way. But this is after you've played the game a lot. You've like experienced, you've gotten your fill of PvP. Maybe you're not that good at it. I am definitely not. I can't even shoot zombies right. And you just kind of want to come and hang out and experience the game and, like, you know, get some good stuff, survive. Just play dayz. Like, this is a cool spot to come do it. I haven't even seen the base build stuff, but like I said, I've never built a base, so I'm definitely not the right person to kind of get that aspect from. There should be. It's not the guard shack. This is why we cheat and have this. 10242. 10242. Oh, okay. We skipped the guard shack. That's back there. That's okay. I don't think we need it. Oh, that's right. Somebody's base? That was one of the other mods too, is that you'll hear NPCs fighting like off in the distance. So that'll be something cool to check out. I have nothing. I have no. Was this the 308 gun? Yeah. Okay. So I have this with no scope, no optic, nothing. So we'll see if I can pull off the means to shoot anybody, you know, NPC or otherwise. Obviously, there are only NPCs on right now, but. Yeah, what is this? Is this a base? Enter code. Okay, so yeah, this is somebody's base. That's cool. Is this something I can just jump into? That'd be kind of crazy, right? It didn't look like there's a roof on it, because that looks like it's a roof. But that does not. Maybe somebody's car garage right here. Alright. Not something we're here to mess with. Barely got enough ammo to shoot with my weird rifle here. It's badly damaged. Oh, that's cool. It goes on a bunch of different guns. Where? So I do think that crash is where we think it is. What weighs so much? Is it 2 kilos, 1 kilo? I've just got too much crap that all weighs. You know what? We're gonna start ditching some heavies. That's only a 1/4 kilo, but it's fine. I don't even know what that goes to. A rack mag? Why did I pick that up? All right, let's take this out because I don't even know what kind of round this holds. Something's gonna have 2 rounds. 338. Okay. So that other gun I had, I could have chambered. I don't think it took this, but you know, shows what I know. I haven't been paying attention either. We're looking for a left. I might just kind of have to book it into the trees. Our GPS helps us cheat a bit with that. I say a bit, a lot. Now this heli crash, if it is where I think it is, would be in like a small clearing. This looks like a very large clearing. this should be the first road. I don't even think there is a house off the one that I'm looking at. $107.43, because heli crash is going to be 104.45. So we have gone past it, it seems. If in fact it's even the one I think it is. That's probably the clearing right there. In between two sets of roads, small clearing, and there's no crash, and it'd be downhill. Right, does that make sense? 106.43. Yeah, we're heading back towards it. So then it would be 107.50. Oh, you know, maybe stop looking at the iPad and look out the window, if you will. It becomes very apparent where it is. Yeah, so let's go check this out. We'll go check this out, and then we'll kind of take a hard 90. We'll be able to go into Gibraltar, because that canned bacon is the only food we're living on. So we'll either need to hunt on the way, or, you know, hit something up. Okay, so that's that road with the trailer. Got it. Because that, like, I'm very curious, like, you know, are these NPCs... They're obviously shooting. Are they shooting each other? Are they, like, what's going on here? It definitely makes it sound like, I don't want to say a normal server, but, you know, like a full pop server when you've got a heli crash and there's shots going on at it. The bummer is, I don't have any okay, I see some running around up there. Yeah, I don't have any optics to kind of feel out what's happening. Definitely at least one, if not two bodies there, with three that are up and about. Because if I take a shot at these guys, I don't know why I'm looking for a rangefinder. I know I don't have one. You know, if I shoot, will they like respond and shoot back, or you know, what's up with that? Good experiment to have. Okay, now they're at the... Oh, they are very much aware of my presence. I was gonna say, where'd the hay bale go? They are not helpy fellas. I have to chamber this non-optic weapon. Are they... Pretty sure that... Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, pretty sure they're just coming straight at me, but... Ooh, ooh. I don't think we're, nope. I was gonna say, I don't think we're prepared for this. We are not. You are not prepared for this, good sir. That's cool, though. It's, you know, you can have a server where you're the only one on it, but you still have to go and contest a heli crash. Like, sure, it's a little weird because, you know, the guys are just standing there in front of it. But realistically, like, it still killed me. Alright, let's go somewhere not random. Yeah, because that initial... Oh, there we go. Okay, it is in the selection. So you can pick somewhere. When you hit random, it is on the menu. Or at least that's what we think. Yeah, that's where we spawned last time. Let's do somewhere kind of that feels next to stuff but not, because I feel like that's a spawn that people would pick. Like Brenna is too in the midst of it, but also people are going to want to be near the airfield, although it's permagas, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not sure where to go. This is danger in it, so that intrigues me. So let's do a topple and spawn. I don't know where people would go to get the spawn in. Like, in the earth. Oh! Ah, dayz. Come on, you can do it. Make it happen. Can I stand, jump? Oh, there we go. You can jump out of the abyss. Alright, we've learned our lesson. Let's just eat and drink. Makes us lighter also. So we picked Topolin. I thought I was drinking the whole time. I'm looking at the map. It is possible I could be hand glitched, maybe? Not hand glitched because I'm able to hold stuff, but it's not happy with me. It definitely thinks I'm hitting buttons that I'm not. Yeah, okay, something's weird. I think my falling through the earth made it unhappy. Okay. Open can. Nope, you don't like that. And you keep crouching without me telling you to crouch. And you don't want to open the door. Alright, well, avert your eyes. We're going to try this again. Yeah, I know. You're scared. It's not real life, don't worry about it. I love how it gives you a bleed there, too. You just have one bleed, don't worry about it, you'll make it. Can we make a Topolin spawn work? Okay, once again, Topolin, spawn. Topolin. Okay. I'm gonna give it a second just in case that was same spawn location, but that seems to be a lot better. There we go. Okay. That fixed whatever it was, whatever we had going on there. I don't know what the shots are all about though. Hopefully there's not a murderous NPC sprinting his way towards me right now. It keeps ditching my UI too, which is interesting. Take that, and we're just gonna eat it. It's gonna catch up to bite us one point or another here. Now Topolin is a very large town, so we'll kind of get a sense of where we are here in a second. I don't know, what kind of mods you can do. I assume quite a bit. Too full and fat. Yeah, we can get our stuff. Give me that knife. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Perfect. Take your batteries too. Thank you, strange donor. Okay, now. I don't know if you can alter the spawns to such a degree that it's not the same, vanilla spawns or how that works. I assume so. Alright, we'll just hit up kind of these little bits here. Got a CR, that's pretty awesome. It's got a mag. Take the can opener. Mag with one shot? One shot. Make it count. CR 539, yeah, okay. Empty barrel. Okay. Where? This is not super significant landmarks. Obviously that's going to say Topolin. I don't know why I'm checking. I just want to kind of do a couple houses too, just to see how crazy modded it is. Another CR. No rounds. Because we got shots out that way. Did that have a scope? It does have a scope. I don't know why I didn't pick up on that 4-point. There we go. That's why we steal dead Elder Bee's batteries. Because it'll be interesting too, like kind of while you're just wandering around town and looting and stuff like that, is that when these NPCs kind of show up, or, you know, is it just they spawn in the distance? You know, for all I know, there's a heli crash out this way. We've got a road. Okay. I don't know why I'm trying to do that. You know, you could just look. 2174, got it. Throw you on the back. 2174. Okay. So outskirts of town, not too far away from the river. There is a spawn point there. Yeah, so it gives you a legit spawn point. So we'll head down this road. Hospital is on the left. PD's a little further in town. We'll figure it out as we go. Kind of came from this way, so we'll go a little bit past this. There's the gas station up there. Ammo is really what we're looking for right now, especially if we happen across these NPC shooty boys. What's unfortunate is I'm not going to put enough time in tonight to get anywhere near kind of what this server has to offer, which is kind of a bummer. Well, nah, it's fine. We don't... I mean, if the NPCs are a decent shot, hat versus skate helmet is not going to matter. So there have been some cool drivable cars around too. So you definitely could pursue driving your car. We gotta get the headset back on. Contact 3. It went on my face before. Does that go on my head now? Okay, fits on helmets. Combat gas mask. That's cool. Do we have a gas zone right here? I mean, airfield's not too far away. Let's take it for now. I don't... Not that kind of take it. We can ditch that. Nope. Give me that though. I just got burned on Altaria for being a dummy and exploring an area without a head torch or a flashlight or anything of that sort. I don't think we'll need that. I think we'll end up dying to NPCs before that becomes necessary. But why not? So now I'm like super hesitant to ditch any type of light source. I'm like, well, what if I stumble across an underground area I'm not familiar with? Like, yeah, that's not very likely. Why am I getting medical stuff? Okay, the hospital is kind of the next stop here. Let me take codeine tablets and stuff like that's gonna be something I have anywhere near a use for. Yeah, hospital should be right here. There's our nurse zombie friend. Hello, Miss Lady. She's a different asset. I don't recognize her. Alright, scope the old hospital. Got some morphine, some charcoal, looks like. Or EpiPen, rather, not morphine. I'm already full of nonsense. Oh, that's right, I took our other bacon too. Previous us's bacon. Bee bacon. This is my biggest problem. Like, I'm not going to use these codeine tablets. I will take bandages always, though. I'm probably not going to use EpiPens, but it's just like, it's right here. Why wouldn't you take that? We could ditch the tourist map. Like, I really doubt I'm going to go fishing, but here I'm like, well, you know, you're going to go fishing. You want a fish hook. Like, I can't ever talk myself out of the nonsense that I carry on me all the time for no reason. Like multivitamins? Really? Okay, let's be sensible. We can drop the tincture. We're still going to take nonsense with us, but just not all the nonsense. Specified nonsense. Because normally I would take, like, if space permitting, I would absolutely take an IV start kit. I wouldn't have anything to go with it. Like, I have codeine. Why am I taking this morphine? Makes no sense. I must be stopped. That is an NPC homie. I don't know who shot at me. That guy over there. Oh, there's a helicopter here. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't think about that. Oh, that's a large sounding gun. I don't know. Oh, he's... What? What's going on in there? Oh, okay, okay. Everyone is unhappy. It's kind of just running here. I don't think this is a very big room, but... Oh, it's terrible. Oh, this is not smart. Maybe we can funnel him, though. Just take on the zombie horde. Okay. I don't hear anybody screaming at me at the moment. There's nobody shooting me. I'd really like to get, to loot the guy I shot, too. And go into that building that's got the smoke in it. Because, like, after you kill a, you know, an NPC like that, do they have a bunch of cool stuff, or is it just kind of like, you know, okay, you got the kill, you didn't die, and give you the survival aspect of it. So I'm very curious on that. Let's stitch these stupid gloves. Put on the good gloves. Okay. I'm like, oh, let's look in this trunk, because there's an NPC right there just pointing a gun at me. Problem was, I think that other one I killed, I don't have any bullets, so I'm not going to be able to get close enough to check this stuff. I think that the one I killed was at this intersection here. Hopefully it was to the right. No, I think he was right here. So this other NPC is like watching his body. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, there he is there. Okay, that's cool. Get NPC gear from him. Respirator. I don't have room for anything. His backpack is wet. That's kind of neat too. It's different. It's not ruined to put that on. Take all the goods. Stop putting things on your face. Get that over there. And of course take all the nonsense. Okay, now we have room for garbage that we don't need. We don't need any of that stuff because we have combat. No gun though. I don't know who even killed this guy. We're going to take a really silly chance here, and we're going to try and go knife up the guy that is in this building. Oh. Okay, so they're okay. They're not too shabby. Honestly, I think, you know, and I've only been in here for less than, we're just creeping on an hour at this point. But I think this would be a spot I would return to. I'm not even worried about the base building. None of that stuff. I think I would jump in here just to do a quick run, like, and try and seek out the bots, really. I mean, that's significant enough for me. Let's go a smaller town. We got Automo, Zolisi, somewhere that's got the potential for guns. Automo's got a hunting store. Let's do Automo. That's close enough too. If we don't have anything going on there, we can run back up to Topolin. Yeah, I think I might have to pay this a visit. And who knows, this might be the type of server that like gets me into checking out base building. I just don't like the idea in the toilet having 3,000 hours in Rust. I don't like this being such a unique kind of game, and that's obviously arguable, but it's so much more different than Rust that like I don't want you to be able to keep your stuff. I want that feeling of like if I die everything's gone. So the base building stuff, like my understanding is the vanilla base building is pretty garbage. Maybe that's totally different, with the modded stuff. We'll take that because the gun cleaning stuff, the gun condition has not been the greatest on some of them. But I don't know. I'm too unfamiliar, so I can't really comment. I want this gas stove. Let's clean this up a little bit. We can trash that. Give me that, this, and the hip pack for sure. Sure, we'll take old Pinky. But yeah, even though this is obviously not going to be vanilla base building, clearly based on the cool stuff that IBuyTech has been able to create, and like the other people that have come onto the server. But this would be the place that you want to come to like get into that, to feel out what that looks like. Okay, we want to go to our left for the hunting. Sorry, yeah, there it is. Door, cool bandana. It's probably on my head. But like I said, I beat this thing to death, but I like to run around and not just go, oh, okay, yeah, big surprise. There's 37 guns in the first house I go into, or this pub has 8 pounds of food. Like, what a challenge this is. But like, it feels when I go into a house, in what I would consider a starter town, and there's a BK-18 with one shot in it. Now, granted, that could have been a box of 7.6239, but like that feels legit to me. I even found some guns that didn't have any shots in it, so it's like it's the right kind of modded, I would say, based on my super limited knowledge, number one, of the game in general, but also modded servers. So good job to old IBuyTech. I think when it inevitably happens that I'm sick of getting my butt kicked on other servers, that this is definitely a spot I'd come and kind of attempt to make a good run at. Did I go against what I said I was going to do it that way? Right? Yeah, this way. I don't know if I keep bumping the UI off. I don't particularly like to play like that. Okay. A little misclick there. That's what we meant. Sorry, Father. What do we got? Baked beans. Got a hatchet. Throw that on. Repeater. Put that in a slot over the Derringer. Yeah, okay, we got some shots. We'll waste those first. Actually, we'll keep the BK out. Hello, Miss Lady. Okay, what am I missing here? I'm going down the wrong street. That's what I'm missing. That's what you be missing. Alright, church. Fair is to the right. Fair? Oh, okay. So fair's to the right. Church is there. I bet if I looked, it would take 3 seconds. There's the hunting store. There's a Humvee over here. We're gonna go check that first. Reliance on the tools. People that know this map would be like, what are you doing? It's that way. A12, the auto shotgun. I don't know what that goes on, but I feel like I want it. Oh, it doesn't know either. Tactical hoodie. Well, tactical hoodie, I think you're better than a t-shirt. Plus you look cool. Okay. Not the guns that we were hoping for, but hunting sword. Did you lose it already? It's back this way. I at least have more than one shot for when the NPCs show up. I think that's what we'll do. We'll wait until we get into... Did I check this car? I don't remember checking this car. If the doors are closed, I probably didn't check it. Get into one more NPC encounter, just because it's cool. It's kind of different. It's not kind of different. It's very different. Hit that up. See what we can make happen. Which means I probably should, you know, dayz style. Not be walking around with no gun out. And then I think we'll call it a night at that point. This has been 308. Okay. Alright, I thought I was crashing there for a second. It did nothing. Shemag. This has been much cooler than I expected. I honestly expected to come in and be like, oh, okay. You know, cool gimmicks. It's modded all the crap. You can't even tell it's dayz. But it's been fun. It's been fun for sure. And then the fact that you encounter stuff, and you know, he's like, it's kind of his chill out server. So like even when he's on, he's not looking to come kill you or anything. There is a large tire in here. Burlap sack. We'll take the handgun scope, even though we're not gonna need it. I got excited. I thought it was like helicopter noise. I kind of wish before we bail, I'm gonna look at his post. There's a car door in that car. Okay, or missed completely. Blind lady? Oh, now you see me, huh? I'll check his post, because he might say, you know, come check out where the trader is. I wish I would have written his coordinates down, because even if we need to respawn to get over there before we call it a night, that'd be cool to go check that out. Okay, I feel like I had a mission that I'm abandoning. Give me them salty snacks. Yeah, it does like a hesitation there on the music and the animations and stuff that I keep thinking it's crashing, but so far it's been really stable, which is good. That, like the creaky noise, I'm like, what's happening? Okay, we got some BK shots. We'll take a cleaver because we collect knives, like the worst thing ever. I think we need to head back up to Topland. We'll go by way of the hunting stands first and see if we can go get into shenanigans. Just because I can't not do it. Actually, we'll just drink this out because I feel like we're gonna die when we go up there. What's right here? Leather repair kit. Don't do it. Don't. You don't need it. Don't get it. Resist the urge. Okay, so I'm looking at the hunting stand. The water's I'm standing at it. What's on it? See, like, I know I'm not going to start a fire, but I can't not take that later. Okay, water to hunting stand. So to my left. 90 degrees this way. Let's go. Smack some zombies on the way. Excuse me, miss. What do you got? All the good stuff. All the good stuff. Okay, so that is farmhouse number 1. Yeah, like I said, I need to see that message pop up. There's a guard shack over there. Despawned. You took too long. Oh, that's cool. That's the first time I noticed that. You died here. Okay, so you could use that to get back there. But just to the right of that church is the hunting cabins. So we'll head this way. Is that them there? Yeah, I think there's a... Yeah, that's them right there. So we'll head to those first. And then we'll head to You Died Here. We'll attempt to find... where IBuyTech is at, you know, and just kind of like get eyes on his little fortress, if you will, and then we'll call it a night. It's been cool. It's been very cool. We'll have to revisit for sure. Honestly, that message I was hopeful it was going to say, come visit the people trader. Human trader? I think that's what the human trader. I don't know if I've paid attention to weather effects really. I don't think that's vanilla. That feels modded to me. It's hard to tell. Doing day 1 and 0, I don't even know what, you know, what is and isn't vanilla realistically. This looks very different though. Looks cool. The first couple stutters I've starting to get here. Okay, here's our hunting cabins. Okay, those hack crates come back pretty often, so that's cool. I didn't pay attention to how long they stick around for. We're gonna take this. We're gonna drink a beer just because it makes us cool. I just imagine drinking a 12-ounce can at the speed that the character drinks it. It's just like... inhalation of liquid contents. Makes that noise too, by the way. What do we got? Hockey mask. We don't have... No, we got the repeater, so we don't need the slugs. We will take the rangefinder. That's good to have. That needs to go on here. What is that? Oh, the auto shotgun. Get that ranged up. Swap. Cool. For our expert shots that are bound to happen. Okay. Yeah, hunting was that way. So inline. Where's our You Died Here? There we go. Is there anything we need to hit on the way? Yeah, we can go kind of in line here and hit these houses. And then we'll just beeline that way. See if we can get that guy in the street. That'd be kind of cool to see. The other dude was like, you know, that's the guy you would kill when you need NPC stuff. Good hit. But I wonder if that dude, since he like, you know, looked super geared, if he'll actually have a gun or ammo on him or anything like that. So I'd like to get the kill on him before we get murdered again. We'll see. Alright, tire repair. What on earth is this? Ginormous storage. Obviously good to build that for the base building folks. I'll just run the house quickly. We've already checked that. We'll check that one too. Really don't need anything else, just for good measure. I think more just for sake of looking and seeing what loot spawns look like. But like I said, I'm super impressed with the leveling, like the consistency. Leveling as in not exaggerated modding on this server. Nothing in the barrel. Cable reel. I don't, again, since I'm not a base building guy, every time I see those I'm like, what does that do? Okay. Off we go. You know, I know you could do this all the time. I don't actually know what this, all the symbol, obviously that's fire station, there's water. Bus stop, I guess? Hospital. Yeah, those need to pop a little bit more on those mods. And then you get your XY, which is, you know, nice to have also. So once again, hopefully, can you get, there we go. I didn't know if that would work. Free human trade. 8340, 1631. Oh, he is, 8340. He's in the middle of nowhere. 1631. Let's kind of fine tune this a little bit. Okay, so it's marked on the map there. We'll go, with him being down there, we'll go in this town, see if we can avenge our NPC death, and then we'll go visit our homie. Cut the sound real quick just to double check. There is somebody else on the server. I don't know if it's him or not, but you know, regardless of how this fight goes, we'll F11 and respawn down where we originally did in Weedock. Check that out. That's cool. This is a drivable car here. Oh, it's got some of these goods in it. Oh my goodness. We're not going to disturb this. Tempted as I may be. I'm assuming this is a player's. Like, I can't imagine. I do kind of want to just drop that and see what he's got in the cooking pot. Okay, so yeah, it's somebody that's not on right now. That is tempting. It is tempting. Oh, he's lost a tire. 2 tires. Alright, anyway. So that's gonna be Adamo. We're close enough to where I died that I need to start being a little more cautious here. So this will be the road that I think we started looting and when we came into town. Maybe not, I might be thinking about the other road. Cause, okay, this is the southeast one. Yeah, so the hospital's gonna be up off this road. Let's kinda just get one more road over. There's the gas station I saw. If we can get one more road over, and hopefully we can get a vantage point from there. Kind of looking down the road. If I'm thinking about this right, which right now it really doesn't look like I am, but we'll see what happens. I think it was just that one NPC left. Yeah, I'm downhill from it, so I need to go back up there. Whose idea was this? Yeah, he's in the house. Oh, cool. Oh, we have to get on the roof of that and see if we can fly that. So there's much more incentive to survive this encounter, should there be one. Oh, there he is, right there. 200. I can't range that down. Oh, I missed him. That's a bummer. Oh, I know that's gonna draw them. Where did he go, though? That's more important than these guys. I swear that I hit. Oh, don't lag on me now. Now is not the time. I got to get to that helicopter. Okay, he's giving his position away, which is good. Good, draw the zombies to you. That's a zombie across the street. There he is. Hit him. Hit him again. Miss. I'm out of bullets in that. To the repeater. Hit him. Okay, who... Oh my goodness, we have more than one. Okay, this is not going to go well. Miss that. I need to get that other guy. The other guy is who's going to be low. Okay, performance does take a little bit of a hit. And I have a garbage rig, so it's not, you know, that's not indicative of the server. But it does take a little bit of a hit when we get into these fights here. Yeah, I figured that was going to miss. I gotta find this other guy. Them being two of them is a big problem. Because I have 2 shots to make this happen. Oh, where's he? I'm going to go downhill because I don't know. Okay, that's not going to work out. Yeah, they're geared up pretty well. They must have a plate. Or I was just hitting him in the arm and stuff. Okay, can I survive this encounter? Oh, 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 get in here. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to live just shoot him through the window here with the repeater. Okay, I don't know if I killed him. Hopefully I can get to him without the other guy coming before he gets up. Okay, he's dead. Oh no! Give me his gun, give me his gun. There's no ammo. Ammo, ammo. Okay. I kind of want to be able to get to that body. It's realistic though. It's pretty cool. Because you're trying to loot a body and the other guy is, you know, covering essentially. There he is. I don't know what he's on. Is he just on the hill? Yeah, okay, he's just on the hill. Oh, I wish I had like a morphine. Yeah. Okay, let's go make sure he's dead. I don't know exactly where he was. Hopefully we don't see somebody roll over here. Somewhere right here, right? Yeah, here he is. Very cool. BK-18, get out of here. Yeah, that's cool. It gives you an M16, but there's no ammo in it. Guy's carrying a rotten fruit. Get out of here. Oh, it's got foul. No rounds in it either. Definitely cool. Definitely cool to get into that. Just like it feels very random. It feels like, you know, not forced. Let's ditch the repeater. We got nothing in that. He's got no rounds for this. His plate's damaged, but it's better than what we got. You can get good gear off of them. I don't know why you're holding these boots, but put them on your body. Oh, we have the hip pack. That's right. Okay. I don't honestly care about really anything else. It's just cool how you can legitimately get gear off of them, just for good measure. I think I'm out though, aren't I? Yeah, 308 rounds. Don't need that. Worst, medium, we don't need those. Very cool. Yeah, I don't know, you know, obviously I would take these other guns, but since we're just going to go up to the heli, I'm not too worried about it. Let's head down to the other body just to make sure there's nothing cool that we could snag off of him. Where was he? On this side, right? Can you climb a fence when you're all messed up? I don't have enough, I don't have enough stamina with all the nonsense we're carrying. Just drop that. There's no need for it. You got all this dumb stuff. Why do you got all this dumb stuff? Oh, I had another round for the repeater and the Derringer. I was too worried about my cool Derringer. Because we actually didn't get a good enough look on this guy. Yeah, because he's got a plate too. His M16's got cool stuff on it. Boots, bag. Yeah, that's super cool how you can get, you know, like, why would you think that AUG mag, you would get a 22, you know, a Mark II and 22 rounds. So like even the gear that comes off of them is cool. A little bit of food and stuff. Okay, let's get up this hill. If I can get into that heli and then fly it to his compound, that would be the coolest thing ever. I've never flown them though, so I don't even know how you get into it and control it. The thing I hadn't considered, my goodness, what happened here, is that, you know, there's going to be somebody's base, so, like, I can't get in there. It's to the left here, yeah? That would make sense if that's somebody's base and that's their heli, but we're going to take our chance and go check it out. If we can't, we'll just spawn over and we dock and hit, you know, make our way to that mark. Not being red health would be ideal for this stair climb, but, you know, here we are. I'm just curious, do these... Some servers, these houses have stuff, and others, they have nothing. Okay, that's as much as I care to look through those. Okay, not a base. Cool, cool. I really hope there's some semblance of here's the controls. Oh man. We ready? Let's leave auto hover on, because I'd be concerned if I didn't do that. Why? I don't know what that was, but... Okay. Hang on to your butts. Okay, so this is the cyclic. What's... That's me talking in game. What's the collective then? what gets me up in the air? There's gotta be... I don't know what I just did. Oh, lights, okay. I'm trying to search out the buttons that would be the collective. What did that do? No idea. Whatever, that's X, whatever that is. Okay, alright, there it is. Oh, goodness. Okay, it's very touchy. Let's get it higher in the air here. What's... I need to be able to... What's pedals? I don't know what X keeps doing. Something needs to be pedals. Not map. Let's not do that right now. Got full fuel, so we're good. Yeah, because when you turn, you should be able to yaw. This is collective down? No? Uh-oh. I don't know how to collective down. That'll be exciting. All I know is how to power up here. So that was shift, right? Yeah, okay. That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it. Is it other shift? No. What about enter's gonna be chat? Okay, I have 7 kilometers to figure this out. Or less, if those guys keep hitting me. What is... Oh, okay. There we go. There's pedals. Q and E are pedals. Alright, one piece of the puzzle left. How do you go collective down? What was X doing? Okay, that's slightly concerning. Control? No. This control? No. Alt? I can't keep hitting shift. That'll just keep... making it more difficult for us. If we get there, which, you know, we've only gone 1.5K since I've been struggling to figure this out. I don't really want to hit spacebar because I feel like that'll jump out of this thing. I think we're doing okay. Let's, oh, you can't hit N like you can on a boat. So hopefully that's not deafening. Alright, if it's not shift, if it's not that... That's just changing the speak mode. Oh man, you know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to Google it. They better not hit me. That'd be such a bummer. These random NPCs taking pop shots or... Alright, dayz, helicopter controls. Okay, this guy's saying it's using his mouse. Yeah, it's literally just all, you know, just kind of looking for me. That dude is not happy with me. Shift for up, control for down? It really isn't, though. That's the thing. Is it C? Is it Z? It's Z. Okay, there we go. Cool. There we go. Now we can... Now we should be able to, since we know what we're doing, kind of crank the collective up and haul over there. Is there not an altimeter? Yeah, okay, bottom right there. How many meters up you are? Oh man, I might have to come on here just to come and play with helicopters. This is super cool. Let me see if I can actually, you know, make make myself not crash as I do some stuff here. Because if you're gonna slow down a little bit, then you need to pitch back. Yeah, the controls are wonky then being on the same kind of side, but... Oh, no! That little lag was exciting. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. They did a good job with that. Again, the controls setup is not great, but... Okay, let's see if we can... I would turn off hover, but you can see that my system is not handling flying the best, so we're not going to do that. We're going to let auto hover do its thing. Actually, let's put down in this field right here. Yeah, my rig is not the best at handling it, so turning off auto hover would probably kill us. Yeah, as that his base comes into render there. Auto hover is kind of making it freak out a little bit actually, but it's okay. I think we should be able to set down. I can see his walls there, so we're definitely at the right place. Okay. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Nope, don't go backwards. Don't go backwards. Okay, turn the collective down all the way down. There we go. So I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but for the first, actually, I'm going to say that, and then immediately toot my own horn. Well, it's much louder when you're outside of it. I think that was a very successful first helicopter flight. That's just screenshot worthy right there is what that is. Okay. I'm gonna break my own arm, pat myself on the back here. Let's go check this this paradise out. Well, this is already like rattlesnakes trading lair. Very cool. Let's cut your sound just for a second. There is... No, okay. It's just me. I was going to say, there was somebody on, so there was the chance that Homeboy was actually around. This is cool. I wonder if there's like, since it's like, you know, like a trading lair, is this a public door by any chance? Probably not. It's got the key lock on, or the code lock rather. Yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, my system is like having a fit. Okay, there are open doors here though. He's built it on a green mustache. Yeah, my system is like, what's happening? Okay, that's cool. He leaves you stuff that you can come get. I think... I mean, ruined? What? This is like, take a penny, leave a penny, but in the penny dish there's like a penny that's been cut in half. Rifles displayed. Let's make some donations here. Give an AUG there. The crate is like all attachments. We'll put a scope in there. Did we have a mag? No. I thought we had a mag, but that's okay. Plate's damaged, but that's okay. We'll throw that in there as well. Actually, did we have anything in that? That would be obnoxious if there's random garbage in it. Pouches plate. No, that's fine. Everybody likes a good stove. And the beans. And cleaning kits are either super easy to find or super hard to find. Nothing in between. Let's plop some donations in there. Yeah, that's cool. I've never seen even the gun rack. Alright, let's see if we can pop in here into this monstrosity. I don't know how much he's got open to the public without my computer absolutely taking a poop here. You need Gase? We got Gase. Oh, this is so cool. You know, I'm assuming like his personal stuff is in the house, which would make sense. Tan leather, so it's his hunting goods. Yeah, well done, man. This has been a cool intro to modded stuff for me, for sure. Box nail. So I'm guessing, you know, this is kind of where... Is this like an actual wood pile? I don't know how that works. Wood storage. Zombies in here? What's happening? Good thing I didn't ditch all my tools and stuff. IBuyTech, your house is not safe. Yeah, since I'm not familiar with base building, I don't even know how this really works, but I'm assuming with the nails and stuff like that in his storage, this is kind of where he brings you, since he'll deliver you building materials. Man, he walled off a huge area in here. That's crazy. What's he got in here? Oh, that's cool. Large tent. Give me an option for something, or was that toggle what? Opening. Oh, cool. That's fun. People are like, yeah, dummy, that's how a large tent works. Give me a break. I've never seen this stuff. Okay, yeah, I mean, I don't know how much effort it takes, how much wood and stuff like that it takes to build the wood walls, but it feels like it would be relatively significant. Yeah, so in his pictures he had like his helipad, I think it was up top and stuff. So that would, oh yeah, you can see the rotor there. The generator sticking out? What is that? Little hidey holes that he's got stuff in. Very cool stuff. I can see a code lock here too, so this is obviously also private. Come on, Tech, what's the code? No, I'm super glad we came. This has been really neat to check out. I'm gonna come back and I'll have to hit him up. I'll have to see if we can get a tour. See all the goods he's been collecting. I don't know how long, you know, he's been kind of playing on the server and how old those posts are. But this has been really cool. I think the last thing we'll do as our send-off is go check out a hacked crate. I'm thinking we're gonna have to do this one. How did I mark this? There we go. Well, I mean, I don't need to do that. We'll be able to see it. We'll fly to the hack crate. I'm assuming we're gonna get shot at, but then we'll just kind of check out what airfields look like. We're gonna fly to do it because that was a lot of fun. And I'd like to turn auto hover off. And if we crash and burn, like I'm kind of expecting us to do, that will be that. I don't know if I have the right emote set up, so let me try and emote you, but nope, nope. That's offensive. There we go. Can we get one of those a little more in view here? No, you're gonna hold it down there. Let's put the hunting knife away too. Quit being a weirdo. You're just holding your hand out all strange. There we go. Send that to him. Good job, man. Cool server, cool mods. I don't know if I'll build on this, but I feel like I'll come back. Just when I'm feeling down about losing at dayz. It's not a thing. That doesn't happen to me. But when I'm sick of getting killed over and over, it also doesn't happen. Realistically, it would just be when I'm looking to come have some fun, shoot at some bots, you know, get a plate carrier off a, which essentially is a guy, you know. Definitely seen worse players than that. Let's turn the auto hover. Oh no, I want to turn it off. And I want to see if I can fly this beast legitimately. Yeah, because we're sliding off the cliff, so realistically, bring it in and make sure your skids come off the ground evenly. Not like I'm doing. No, no. Why are you... Or you'd roll it. This is gonna blow up. Okay. Stop doing what you're doing. Is this gonna work? Ooh. I'd really like this to be able to flip. Let's stop this and see if I can flip it. I don't want to get out while the rotors are going, just in case it's realistic. Okay, I don't want to not be able to use this helicopter. There we go, close enough. I was about to say, but at the same time, I'm too impatient for that. I was gonna say, is it gonna freak out and not know? I need it to flip, not push. Let's see if we can get this bush out of here. Oh, you really did a number here, huh? Okay, one more. I don't know if any of this is going to matter at all. Maybe we'll do these just to be sure. I don't know how picky the mechanics of the helicopter are. Okay, now, if we empty hands. Oh man, that sucks. It's just gonna shove it. Bummer. He's gonna log on and be like, what is this? Yeah, I don't know if I can do anything about that. Can I? There we go. I can get in and attempt to flip it. Let's put the auto hover back on. I think that might have had something to do with it. It's not going to be happy about this, but it hasn't blown up yet, so there is that. Oh, keep rolling. I'm trying to like teeter-totter it, and it's not caring what's happening with that. There we go, come on. Let's do more. Let's do more juice. It's gotta blow up, right? Like, there's gotta be a crash mechanic. Nope, you just chop trees down. I'm gonna run into his base and blow the thing up. Oh man, I feel like it's so close from like springing free here. Okay, well, See if it even lets me get out into the earth there. Nope. You can do whatever you want. Alright, well, sorry, man. Sorry I've crashed this I've crashed this little bird into the forest over here. You know what we'll do? This will be funny. We'll be close to him in case he's on next time we come on. Plus maybe there'll be a helicopter in front of us. We'll just give it a little log off right here. Super fun server. Definitely a place that I'll check out again. Not what I expected at all. Very surprising. Would be a lot of fun. Again, I don't think I'd build the base, but even just respawning, and you could see that I could respawn just like the real game. Get enough stuff, go fight some NPCs, and actually get back on your feet again. So it's very cool. I expect to do like half an hour and then kind of peace out, but that was a good time. So I'm gonna have to message him, send him the thumbs up at his base picture, and thanks to him for doing that. You know, he did it for him, but shared it with the community, so that's super cool. That's gonna wrap it for another saturDayZ. Thanks so much for those that popped in. Hopefully, I'll snag some decent clips out of it and stuff to send his way as well. We'll see you next week. Probably do a fresh, either a fresh vanilla run if I've got some new folks that'll be swinging by, or I'll just head into either Deer Isle or Deadfall, something like that. Some of the stuff I usually play. But we'll be back on Friday for Back in My Day Friday, and then saturDayZ next week. If you're watching this at another time, I'm elderb. Take care.